I'd like to take this opportunity to interview a patient of ours who has had a phenomenally successful result with dental treatment and his overall medical treatment in terms of management of his of course, overall health as a result and subsequent of having a stroke, a major stroke. So I want to introduce Lloyd, and Lloyd is so kindly consented to this interview. Why don't you start with a story, Lloyd, of your health, and then I'm going to interrupt you in a minute, and we'll talk about the dental part.
Okay. I started out working at United Airlines, and about in 2013, I had a small stroke, and I was working 12 to 14 hours a day, and I had my stroke, and about 2 months later I had a major stroke which paralyzed my whole left side. But in that time I was neglecting my oral health, and all of a sudden I noticed my teeth, some of my teeth started getting very loose. And I checked with a lot of guys at work, and they were saying, looks like you might as well get them all pulled out and get dentures. And I searched and I searched and I searched till I found the dentist that I wanted. But it was Dr. Mallard, and I praise the Lord that I found him. And
thank you.
To this day, I have all my teeth, and no bacteria, no decay, and he's done a phenomenal job on my mouth. And when I first started seeing him, I wouldn't give a nickel for my mouth because I had decay everywhere, teeth were loose, falling out, and I thought was no one solution. The only solution was to pull them all out, and he talked me out of. He went to work.
Well, I remember on the first visit, Lloyd describing he just wanted to have dentures and thought it was all hopeless. And after looking at the x-rays and examining him, I felt, oh no, not at all. So we completely restored, removed the decay and treated his gum disease. And now he is just the picture of dental health. And he's actually the picture of medical health in terms of his lifestyle choices, the amount of energy he puts into exercise and eating well, and his stress now is low. I think he's retired from his job. But
Correct.
His oral hygiene is impeccable, and it is such a success story. And in fact, in the media, we just had a celebrity die of a stroke just the other day, and we're all mindful of what we can do to prevent disease and prevent stroke, for instance. And Lloyd, tell us what you're doing now.
But right now, I take good care of my teeth, and I floss every night. But I looked on YouTube, and I found some answers to some of the questions I had. Your dental health has a lot to do with your body health, your gut, your bones, and everything. What you put through here and what you're swallowing when you have dental problems, bacteria, has a lot to do with the rest of your body. But to answer his question, I floss every night. I use a Proxa brush my teeth with Sonicare.
Sure. What about your diet? You mentioned you changed your diet.
No red meat. I gave up red meat. Plenty of vegetables, fish, chicken, turkey. That's all I eat. I consider myself a vegetarian. I had to do this to further my life. At a certain point in time, you relate to yourself. You look inward. if I want to live to be 85, 90 years old, I got to start from the bottom and work up. But the only disability I have from my stroke, as you can see, is my speech. My whole left side was paralyzed. I had to go through therapy, and it took me a while to get everything back together again, thanks to this man right here. He took care of me.
Well, your blood pressure was really the cause of the stroke.
Yeah.
And you and your physician worked with you. You took the medication. You did what your physician said to do, and you've really done extremely well. Tell me about exercise. What are you doing now?
I right now, my doctor said I do 30 minutes on the treadmill at a 4% incline and the flat, 15 minutes on the bicycle, and I lift weights.
That's how many times a week?
Every day.
Every day.
30 on exercise every day.
Thank you. Anyway, you guys, great success story. We have a guy where Lloyd is doing everything right. His physicians are doing a great job. I think I did my best, and I think I did a great job. There's no sign of inflammation in his mouth, no plaque, no bleeding, and I'm just really happy and just celebrating his results. So.
I'm glad to. Let me say one thing. This whole entire office is like my family. And I love them. Just like every time I leave, I say, love you guys, to everybody in here. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Lloyd. Thanks a lot. Thank you guys.